In the battleground state of Michigan, Democratic candidate Joe Biden was joined by his ex-boss, former U.S. President Barack Obama. A first for the Biden campaign as they fight for victory in Michigan, where Trump won by a razor-thin margin 4 years ago. A final campaign push in a battleground state. Obama didn't hold back.
I understand this is a president who wants full credit for the economy he inherited and gets zero blame for the pandemic he ignored, but the job doesn't work that way. Tweeting at the TV doesn't fix things. Making stuff up doesn't make people's lives better. You've got to have a plan.
Biden drove home the words of his former boss.
We choose unity over division, science over fiction, and yes, we choose truth over lies. So it's time to stand up, take back our democracy. We can do this. We're so much better than this. We can be who we are at our best, the United States of America.
Hi, folks.
Trump supporters in good spirits ahead of a rally on Halloween. The president won the crucial state of Pennsylvania in the last election, and he's hoping for a repeat. For many voters, there's much at stake.
You know, this battle isn't Democrat versus Republican. This is the dark against the light. It's the good versus evil. And this is a monumental election because of that. Not because it's Donald Trump and Joe Biden. It's because it is a way of life that we have known in this country for decades, and it's at stake right now.
President Trump spoke of unity as the nation braces for Election Day.
We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together with the incredible people of Pennsylvania, we have made America powerful again, our military.
Campaigning enters its home stretch as a record number of Americans are predicted to turn out.
DW reporter Peter Rolladal joins me now for more on all of this. Peter, first question is, why are they barnstorming these particular states?
Well, because of these states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Florida, are, well, not so much Florida, but definitely Michigan and Pennsylvania are states that Trump won by a razor-thin margin back in 2016. And without these states, it's hard to see how he really comes back and wins his election. You know, there are also states where Biden continues to hold the lead. The race has been fairly stable in Biden's favor for the past weeks and months almost. Even in states like Georgia, North Carolina, we're starting to see, you know, traditionally very conservative Republican states where the demographics really have shifted, become younger, voters of color that are really not very big fans of Trump. So we're starting to see their shift in Biden's favor. That said, though, Biden's lead is narrowing in some key states like Florida. North Carolina is still very tight. So, you know,
You know, frankly, I hear you talk, and I know people listening to you are probably seeing the ghost of 2016. Because people were saying that Hillary Clinton was up too, and then in the waning days it started to tighten.
Yeah.
So there must be some of that on the minds of the Democrats as well.
There's a lot of that. There's absolutely a lot of that. We have been seeing a lot of reports also of, you know, Democrats, you know, especially, you know, even seasoned pollsters and campaign strategists. Obviously, no one is going to rule out a Trump comeback.
And part of the way to try to make that not happen, I'm sure, is bringing out the big guns. I mean, today we see Barack Obama, the former president, out on the campaign trail with Biden. Why is it critical to bring him to that particular state?
Well, because, you know, the Rust Belt, Michigan, Wisconsin, a lot of these, you know, traditionally that used to be strong industrial states that have really been you know, hurt by you know, global economy. A lot of industry have left. That area has been drained economically, financially. those states were really crucial to Obama's victory back in 2008 and in 2012. You know, you might remember in the wake of the financial crisis, we saw the auto industry almost collapsing. He went there, helped save the industry with Joe Biden. And this is definitely a reminder of those, you know, remember that this is who you voted for and this who helped save you is essentially what he was trying to say. So I think with Obama going to those states now, we're seeing, you know, them trying to win back a lot of those Democrats who in 2016 turned around and went for and voted for Trump. And even a lot of disaffected Republicans who hope, you know what, Trump as this successful businessman that a lot of people thought of him as, he's not been able to give that jolt to those states that they were hoping for.
Yeah, and this coronavirus certainly hasn't helped. With 48 hours now out here, what is the election looking like?
Biden still continues to hold a comfortable lead nationally. Obviously, it will come down to key states like Pennsylvania, like Wisconsin, like Michigan, like Florida. Biden's road to victory still looks much broader, like the map. So if he can hold on to the states that Clinton won in 2016 and maybe flip a couple of the states that Trump won, like Arizona, where Biden is currently up by 3 points, Michigan, where Biden is currently up by 8 points, Wisconsin, where he's currently up by 8 points, he could still lose big states like Pennsylvania and Florida and still win. Trump, it seems, is really in the battle for his political survival. Never rule out a comeback. He can still come back, but the odds are definitely looking a lot bleaker than they are for Biden.
His margin of error is a lot slimmer, is what it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Peter Roladal, thank you so much for that.